Hi guys. Right, I've got a little bit of a different kind of video for you today. Probably highly unlikely to be going anywhere the rest of this year. But whilst I have been away, I've noticed a few things. I mean, we all do it at home, and we all do it all the time, I suppose. We're moving things about, changing things, seeing things that work and don't work. So I thought I'd bring you along while I try and maybe sort out a bit of storage in the van. I've not done a full van tour as such. I've basically just got two cupboards. One is here, excuse the bang, and the other one is, if I can lower you down enough, just bear with me, because it's gonna, let me do it this way. The other one is this one here. So, I've dug a few of my storagey things out that I've been using. What I did was, these had food in them, and these I stored in the bottom cupboard. Now, in the bottom cupboard, if you can see, that's my water tank that's there, and I've got, well, things are just thrown in basically. So I want to do a bit of a tidy round. That's just a flask if I make myself a hot drink. My pans are down there, my plates. I've got a fire blanket, which I need actually. I meant to bring a hook down to put on the door, and my electric cable. Now, the electric hookup cable was in the top cupboard. What I found was, because I put the food, bring you back up, I put the food in the bottom, which is fine, but when the bed's down, you can't get into that cupboard. The bed blocks the cupboard basically. You have to go out of the van, walk round, open that side door, and you can get into the cupboard at the other side. And what I found was, I forgot on the first trip away when I went to Keswick, and I'd left my porridge in the tubs underneath the cupboard, and obviously in the morning when I wanted my breakfast, I had to get out, go around, and I know it's not an issue. However, if it's wet, cold, anything like that, or you've just got up and you just want to make your breakfast, you want to get to it. So what I thought was, I might move the food, they're empty at the minute, move the food storage to the top cupboard. Now in here, in my top cupboard, it does go to the back of the van, but it's not got the biggest of doors, if that makes sense. So, dog treats, you know, priorities. It's got things like this little pouch here. I got 3 of these, all different sizes. This has got the washing up liquid, microfiber cloth, and just some cleaning thing. If I make a spill or anything like that, I can clean that up. And it normally has a blue cloth in it, which, yeah, the blue cloth's in there. I need to sort that out as well. So I don't want that leaving in there. So the tea, coffee and sugar and that lot up here is fine. But there's just all sorts. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to clear all this cupboard out and the bottom cupboard, and we're going to do a little bit of a switch round. So I shall bring you back when I've got everything out. I've got some extra little storage things, so I'm hoping these will help. We shall see. I'll bring you back when I've emptied everything out. Right. Ta-da! I've got all that out there, and just lower you down, I've got all this down here by my feet, and these on here. So these here, because another thing I'm thinking of doing as well is I don't want a lot of rattling. So these here are some storage pouches. This one's got my plates, plastic plates, bowls and things like that in. So it also came, sorry, cut my own head off here. It came with some felt circles. So what I think I might do is I'm going to take the spare ones out. I'm going to keep one on top and then put the knives and forks and that back in top. So that's in one of them. So I'm happy with that. That obviously can go in the bottom because I'm never going to use... I won't ever eat sat on the bed, if that makes sense. I usually always have the table out. And in this one, oh, again, I've got some spares. This has got, I've not used these yet, pans and the little, it comes with a handle that you can, it's a multifunction handle, so it clips on them all. So I've got that. And again, some spare felts. So I shall leave one in top of that. And I did have a little frying pan, but I don't think that'll fit in anyway because it's got a handle on it. So, all right, I'm happy with those two. They can both go down there. And I might put those on the bottom of that cupboard. I don't know if they'll go. They won't go side by side. So I might have to put one on its sideways and one flat. So I'm guessing I'm starting with the bottom. And then I thought, if I get one of these baskets, that can just slide in the top with the things like, I've got a cup, which will rattle. So I thought if I wrap this in one of the fleeces, the felt things, doesn't have to be perfect, just something so that when it's in, it's not touching something else that's going to make a noise. Because obviously the basket is soft. But then I thought I can put that in as well and wrap that in. And that can also then be touching that cup and that's not going to make a noise either. And what I've also got, these are just some little towels. So you just wet them and you can wash your pandies. And that, those there, are like little mini soaps. Believe it or not, they're just little petals. So they can go in there as well. Then hopefully, oh, I won't put that there because it's going to slide inside that cup. So I'll put them in there. And that can sit on there on top of the felt. It's just trying to find things when it won't rattle. Also down there, I have got a pouch with utensils in and a spoon. Now, the spoon I might use when the bed's up because making a brew. But the rest of that all can go in there. So there's that, and then there's that. And then I've also got my kettle. And again, the kettle can go in here. I'm happy as long as I can just, you know, you just can pull stuff out and it comes out in one go so that, yeah. So again, it has just been sat in there, to be fair, as this without making any noise, but I might just, it might even actually make the lid a little bit more secure as well. If I've got that in there like that. The lid, because the lid's a little bit loose. Just wondering if that will go in there like that. And then the fire blanket, I don't know if you can see. So I've got the pans, that basket with the cups and things in. Now my cup, that's the other thing. Am I going to need my cups out? Do you know what? Change my mind. Let me get my kettle back out a second, because I've just had a thought. That one might need to go up the top because my cups and that I'll use. So I have got another one. So that kettle can go in there like that with the tissues and the soap, and that with the utensil can just go in there like that. And I think that will be for everything for under there. I'm just wondering about these. So this little pouch, this is one of the other pouches that I got. So I got the little one with the soap and that in, the one with the utensils, and then this has got like a little vacuum and my camping lights. Now my lights I'll probably get out before I go to bed, so that can go down here as well. What I'm trying to do is just get everything in its place now, and then last thing to go in there will be my cable, because that will be the first thing out. That's my electric hookup. So if that'll fit now I've got everything in. Yeah, of course it will. Right, and then I've got my fire blanket, which I've got a hook. Oh, kitchen roll. Right. Ooh. I think I'm happy with that. Now I'm just going to get all this in that top cupboard and that. But I'm thinking this is my collapsible kettle. Which will sit in here as well. I wonder if they'll stand up rather than lay flat. If I stand things up like that, just have the felt. Right, see how this fares. So I've still got some spare felt, which is fine. Okay, now this is a bit of an awkward shaped cupboard. I'm just wondering whether to put the coffee in there for now and the dog biscuits, because to be fair, obviously I can just fish them out when I need them. And I'm also thinking of putting things, I've actually got one with hot chocolate and my coffees and that in, so I was wondering whether or not I can put those in. Right, that one's in now, and if it slides about, that's not going to make a noise, that's fine. So put this one in first because this one's empty. I'm just wondering if that'll go in that way. Just let me stick my head in the cupboard a second. Oh, thought I had another one. It's got my tea bags in. Right. So that can go in there for now with another one so that they don't hit each other. Because there's not worse than a rattle, is there? Right, so they can go like that. They've gone straight in next to each other. Now in here, this is from IKEA, and it actually opens out into a triangle so you can stand it up. I just have it flat at the minute. It's got my glass chopping board, some coasters, and I've just popped the teaspoon in there as well. because I'll need that water for the coffees. So if that tucks in the front, I don't know if I'll be able to show you this. I might be able to show you it from the outside actually when we're done. I've got a plugs and cables bag. This has got like the kettle lead in it. That's an air pump. There'll be another video when I'll be using this, and I want to ask everybody's opinion on something. So that will be coming up in a future video this year. So yeah, that's got all my cables and things in. So I'll tuck that in. First aid kit can go in. My basket with my cups in. Perfect fit. I'm going to wash that spoon and get a new blue cloth. They can then go in that basket. That can go in there. Dog biscuits, I'm just going to stand in. I'll tell you what else I bought. It's, do you call them a dry mat? Do you know when you get things wet and you can stand it on it? Well, I've realised when I was out before, I was putting my kettle on my glass chopping mat and it used to slide down. Well, I'm kind of thinking, as you can see, that doesn't move. So it covers the sink up, I know, but what I thought was if I do use the sink to wash up and things, I can just move it to that side, wash up, put my things on there to dry. But then during the day when I'm just using it with the kettle, just in case the kettle leaks or the cup gets wet, that was my thinking for that. So this is just from doing a couple of trips and a day out in the car, just to see what's what. But so I'm going to roll that up, and that can also go in there as well. So yeah, I'm fairly happy with that now, I think. Oops, which makes clattering. So let me see if I can bring you round this way and show you. I won't move you live time because I might make you feel sick. I'll bring you back in a second, see if I can show you that cupboard. Right, it's not the best view, is it? But that's everything in. And like I say, I'll be able to show you from the back everything that's in there. But yeah, I'm happy with that. I've got an automatic light that comes on. It has got a light up there, which I didn't know it had. Well, I did know it had. But what I tend to do is when the doors are left open, the lights stay on and I didn't want it to. So I turn it off and then I forgot I had it. So that light basically comes on when you put your hand in the cupboard and then goes off again, which I thought was quite handy anyway. So that's that cupboard. And then this one, again, this has got one of those lights in as well. Let's see. Oh, wrong way. That's that cupboard. But again, I'll be able to show you the rest of that as well from the other side. And the only thing that's left is this bag here, which I did have the electric cable in until I bought my own. And what this does is that clips round your headrests. And so a bit of extra storage. And that's what I tend to use, put my utensils and things in. So that, I think, if it'll fit, which it will, can go. She says it'll fit because it's quite flexible. It can go in that top cupboard, just there like that. Right. So yeah, I think that is everything. I think I'm happy with that storage now. And I've just got some felt left over. So what I might do is, there's a bit of storage in the front of the van. I might just shove that in one of the little cubby hole at the front of the van, just in case I need to pack out if out starts rattling or does me head in. Or to be fair, I can even pop them in there for now with the hot chocolate and the coffees. I think that deserves a little drink. When I say drink, it's only Diet Coke. But I think that's everything. I think I'm happy with that. Well, she'll soon find out when I go on my next trip whether or not I've got it all right or not, and in the right places, whether or not I've packed things on top of those boxes and they're going to have food in, but I can rotate round and stack them on top of each other and things when they've got food in, so that I can easily get to them. But that is something I can sort on my next trip and on our next adventure. So thank you for joining me. It's been a bit of a mishmash, moving you about a bit. But yeah, I'm quite happy with that storage now, and I'm hoping it doesn't rattle and doesn't make any noises. I shall take my spoon and my cloth, and I shall catch you on the next one. Have a good week, guys. Please like, subscribe. Any ideas, hints, tips, bit of storage. I have got some more storage in the van, which I will probably do a quick tour of when I do the full van tour, and I'll show you that and what I've done with that. But yeah, we shall come back to the air pump, and I shall do another video on that one as well, so that'll be coming shortly. But in the meantime, the van's going for a little bit of a titivation, so I'm going to be without the van for a week or so. Just something I'm having done with it, just to yeah, make it all flow that little bit better. But yeah, have a good week, guys. Take care. Bye for now.